you still live in the pick six going into the 10th and final race on Saturday at Santa Anita? Mandatory pick six force out, races 5 through 10. Race number 10 is the California Cup Oaks. It's a 1 mile grass race for 3-year-old fillies bred in California. And even though this is a restricted race in January, this race has been won by some very good fillies in recent years. In 2016, it was won by Pacific Heat. She would go on to cross the wire first in 4 stakes races, disqualified once. She retired officially 4 for 8. In 2017, Surcat Sally. She would go on to win 3 graded stakes races and retired with a 7 for 8 career record. Pulpit Rider in 2018, she is a venerable veteran mare. She's still in training. She won 3 stakes races after winning the Cal Cup Oaks. In 2019, it was Mucho Unusual. She is a grade 1 winner, finished 3rd a couple weeks ago in the grade 3 Frankel. And in 2020, the Cal Cup Oaks was won by none other than Warren Showtime. She's one of the favorites earlier Saturday in the Sunshine Millions filly and mare turf sprint. My point is this. It's a restricted stake for state-bred 3-year-old fillies in January, but this race can be a precursor to a terrific career, and there is plenty of potential in this year's field. Let's go ahead and take a look at the field. 12 entered the race, and all 12 can start. Favoritism is likely to go to Professor's Pride. Now, she's never raced on grass, but her 2 wins have been decisive. Number 1, Big Novel, bred for grass. She's multiple stakes play. She's a daughter of Mr. Big. And Vivacious Vanessa, whose career debut was outstanding, and then she was subsequently flat in a dirt sprint. Those are the first 9. On the outside, posts 10 through 12, a couple other contenders, including number 11, Rose Dawson. She faces a tall order. She's only started once. It was 5.5 furlongs on dirt. She won the race by 4 lengths, and now she's drawn outside, running long. I don't know what kind of trip she can possibly get, but she's ridden by Pratt. She's trained by D'Amato. She's a grazing filly, bred and owned by Nick Alexander. The future is bright for Rose Dawson. Again, it's going to be tough for her to win this race, second time out from post 11, but if anybody can pull it off, it'll be Pratt and D'Amato. Vaping Angel has not started since a 25-1 upset in October in her first turf route. This is her comeback race. She's ridden by Mike Smith. She'll be running late. And La Duime Etoile, whose name I did not pronounce very well, she's wheeling back 1 week after finishing 3rd in a maiden race. The contenders in this race, the top contenders, are all on page 1, and those being Professor's Pride, Big Novel, and Vivacious Vanessa. Okay, let's first talk about the likely favorite. She's good. Her name is Professor's Pride. She's trained by Eddie Truman, a daughter of Bayern, and she won her career debut in outstanding fashion. It was a dirt sprint. Truman did not want to sprint her because he thought even before she ran that this filly wants 2 turns. I'm talking about Professor's Pride. But she won first time out anyway. Second time out, Truman gave her the distance that he always believed she needed. And how did she do in the Soviet Problem? Well, let's take a look. This was on December 10th at Los Alamitos in the Soviet Problem. She started as the favorite. She took the lead, and she was long gone. Professor's Pride opens up by 4 in mid-stretch. She wins by 3. Juan Hernandez rode her. In fact, he's ridden her in both career starts. But he's not riding her on Saturday. He actually jumps to the filly that I kind of like. This is Professor's Pride dominating the Soviet Problem. Now, obviously, this race was on dirt, and she's moving to grass for the first time in the Cal Cup Oaks. Progeny of Bayern can run on grass. And secondly, Professor's Pride is produced by a twirling candy mare whose 2 career wins were both on grass. So theoretically speaking, the grass should not be a bad situation for Professor's Pride. She's never raced on it before, but her pedigree suggests that she will like it. Now, I found it interesting that Juan Hernandez, the 3rd top rider in California behind Pratt and Velasquez. Instead of riding Professor's Pride, on whom he won twice, including a stakes race, he jumps over to Vivacious Vanessa, who he has ridden only once, and it was kind of a modest third place finish in a dirt sprint. But based on the career debut by Vivacious Vanessa, you can see why Hernandez jumps off Professor's Pride to go with Vivacious Vanessa, because Vivacious Vanessa has something that Professor's Pride does not, and that is established form on grass. Let's take a look at the career debut of Vivacious Vanessa. She's down inside in about sixth. She was buried through the far turn. She's still buried. Where's she going to go? She finds a split in mid-stretch, and here she takes off. Vivacious Vanessa won for fun. She blew everybody away and won gear down. Now, what happened next time out? Well, she had to wheel back in 3 weeks. She ran in a dirt sprint, and she finished kind of a flat third. She's back doing what she wants to do on Saturday. Vivacious Vanessa is not as fast as Professor's Pride. From a betting perspective, I like that, because we all know that the tote board and the betting market is primarily ruled by the high figure horses in every race. Professor's Pride has the highest route figures in the field. The filly on the rail, Big Novel, has the highest figures overall, but she has never run that well around 2 turns. She should like grass. She's by Mr. Big. I'm talking about number 1, Big Novel. But I'm going to go with a little bit of a price here. I think she'll be a price because her speed figures are not that high. But we know that Vivacious Vanessa can kick like a beast on grass around 2 turns. At least she did in her career debut. She's had plenty of time between starts. She skipped the Soviet problem to target the Cal Cup Oaks on grass. Juan Hernandez rides. I like Vivacious Vanessa to spring a comfort behind upset in the 10th and final race Saturday at Santa Anita.